Flinging it out to the flat. And tackled over on the Aquinas side. Everard over there with the catch. Be gain of 4 to bring up 2nd and 6.
Please turn off the play clocks. Please turn off the play clocks. They're not working on both ends of the field.
And the ref comes on saying the play clock's not working. So they'll keep it on the field.
Please turn the play clocks on both fields off. They're not working on both sides of the field. Thank you.
So Blue Valley Southwest last season finished 3-6. Aquinas obviously won the Class 5A state championship. Under pressure, that catch not able to be made by Everett. And the big kind of storyline out of last week's game for Aquinas was just how good their defensive secondary was. Terrence Collins on the right side and Cordon Harris on the left side was really able to neutralize a lot of what Blue Valley wanted to do last week. Cordon Harris probably the most impressive showing as he followed Dorian Stevens around all night last week and held him to just 1 catch. Now Curry looking to throw on 3rd down, right at the sticks. It's going to be caught. But he is pushed back. Well, crowd's calling for forward progress. That was Tommy Zimmerman. Again, numbers a little hard to read with the black jerseys and the green numbers, but it's 4th and short. And Blue Valley Southwest with 11:38 to go here in the first quarter. Gonna go for it here. It's a big play for Blue Valley Southwest. Don't want to give Aquinas great field position. Screen pass, it's gonna be caught. Tackle was made. And Everett able to make the extra dive toward the 1st down marker. It's the flare screen out here to the near side. And they're targeting Everard. It's his 3rd catch so far. Man in motion is Jennings. Curry. Under pressure, and Curry's going to be taken down. That was number 99, Caden Reeves. And again, that's what Aquinas did very well last week against Blue Valley. Jake Wolf had no time to throw the football against this big defensive line, Caden Reeves. He's 6'1.5", 253 pounds. It'll be 2nd and 12. Man in motion again. Curry looking to throw. Out route, and it's going to be incomplete, looking for Morrow. Terrence Collins was there. It was just a timing route out here to the near side. Curry and Morrow just not on the same page there. So 3rd and 12. So far in the game, Blue Valley Southwest 0 for 1 on 3rd downs. Curry fakes the handoff, throws, and it's going to be intercepted. Terrence Collins there with the interception. It looked like Curry threw to the wrong receiver, wrong route was ran, something happened. There was just a little bit of miscommunication, and St. Thomas Aquinas gets their 1st turnover of the ball game. So here comes Aquinas. And Blake Anderson, number 10, the 5'10" junior, took over after Tate Raboyne graduated. Charlie McCormick in the backfield. Tank Young looks like he's over to the left. Man in motion. And that's going to be a false start. It looks like Tom Downey. Saw that a little bit last week. And they're going to change the call to encroachment. Anderson comes in. They did throw a little bit more than they normally did. They threw it 13 times. Blake Anderson was able to complete 10 of them. McCormick's in the backfield. Tank Young over in the slot position on the left side. Downey is going to go in motion. More movement. There's going to be option. And there's going to be another flag. They're going to call a false start. So we're going to be right back where this possession started with 10:44 to go in the first quarter. So Anderson, Downey in motion, gonna fake it to McCormick. Anderson breaks a tackle, gets near the 45-yard line, picks up a gain of 8, and it'll bring up 2nd and 2. So yeah, normally you see Tank Young in the running back position. Right now he's in the slot position. Charlie McCormick did have a nice night last week. We might be trying to get McCormick and Young on the field at the same time. Another guy to look out for, number 81. He's on the far side. That's Isaiah Gavin. Had a couple of receptions, had a touchdown. Anderson looking to throw. He's going to throw it to Gavin. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line, taken down at the 3-yard line. Right when I mentioned him, Isaiah Gavin comes in to play here. Like Anderson, the ball was thrown a little bit behind, but Isaiah Gavin was just able to beat the cornerback pretty easily off the line. He was wide open. So that'll bring up 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Anderson under center. Tank Young now back in the backfield. Anderson's going to hand it off to Young. Young keeps his legs turning, but he's going to be taken down at the 1-yard line. Young last week had his first game that wasn't above 100 yards rushing. He did have about 150 yards from the line of scrimmage. He was able to catch a couple of passes, and if Aquinas adds that to Tank Young's arsenal, they're going to be pretty tough to defeat. 2nd and goal from the 1. Anderson hands off to Young. Young spins. He got met right at the line of scrimmage. He spun left, and he finds the end zone for a touchdown to make it 6-0 early on. St. Thomas Aquinas with 9:20 to go in the first quarter. So a big pass play from Blake Anderson, and then 2 runs for 4 yards for Tank Young, and he's able to find the end zone. Found the end zone twice last week, one through the air, one on the ground. Extra point, snap is good, hold is good. That kick is good. So it makes it 7-0 here early on here from Blue Valley High School. So you're watching high school football right here on 810 Varsity. Back here at Blue Valley High School, 9:20 to go in the first quarter. Aquinas got an interception on defense and then marched right down the field on 4 plays to get into the end zone. Weinrich going to kick this one off. It's going to be a pooch kick to the right side. It's going to be caught at about the 13-yard line, going towards the right hash. Up the right hash, missed tackle across the 30 to the 32. There is a couple of flags that flew. So we'll see what they are normally on a kickoff about that range. Normally it is some sort of holding or block in the back. So it is on Blue Valley Southwest, so they'll start. They'll start deep in their own territory. Blue Valley Southwest guilty of a block in the back. Now 2 backs in the backfield with Curry. Curry threw an interception on the first possession of the game for the Timberwolves. Curry, option here to the near side. Makes a man miss, tries to get to the outside, couldn't. Mason Roselle was the ball carrier. And you just kind of saw the speed that Aquinas has on defense. Saw it last week as well. Just, they swarmed to the football. There was a missed tackle right at about the line of scrimmage, but they can make up for missed tackles with their speed on the outside. Curry is going to option it back again. Looks like that's Roselle, and Roselle is going to lose a couple of yards on the far side. And again, trying to get to the edges are the Timberwolves. Just in this game against this opponent, getting to the edge probably won't work a lot of the evening. Curry fakes the handoff. Curry in trouble, and Curry's going to be sacked. That is Peyton Reeves. 6'2", 286-pound senior. Second sack on the evening for Aquinas, and a punt coming from Blue Valley Southwest with 8:12 left to go in the first. Again, Aquinas is winning the battle of the line of scrimmage early on. Looks like Elias Carson will be back. Punt is away. And it's going to land at the Timberwolves' 41-yard line. So that is where St. Thomas Aquinas will take over. They took them 4 plays to get into the end zone in their last possession. A run from Blake Anderson, a throw from Blake Anderson to Isaiah Gavin. They got him down to the 4-yard line, and then 2 rushes from Tank Young that was able to get into the end zone. So it looks like Young is in the backfield. Anderson's going to be under center. Isaiah Gavin is here on the near side. Man in motion. Anderson's going to pitch it to Young. Young, stutter steps, tries to get to the outside. Stiff arms, makes man miss. He's at the 30, cuts it in, makes a man miss. And Young fumbles. Aquinas recovers it. When Young went to go spin, he was met right in the chest. Didn't see him come off. Looks like he's going to be okay. It's a good run by Tank Young. Just put the ball on the ground. Anderson under center. Fakes it to Young, pitches it out to Tom Downey, and Downey just stumbles. He had nothing but green grass in front of him. So it'll make it 2nd and 8. And Anderson did a really good job of keeping that in Tank Young's belly until he pulled it out. So the entire defense of Blue Valley Southwest thought the ball was going to Young. So with 6:45 to go in the first, Aquinas trying to make this a two-score game. Man in motion, going to pitch it to Young. Young's got some blockers. He's going to get to the outside, makes a man miss, stiff arms. And Jersey's going to be got spun out of bounds. But again, another impressive run from Tank Young. First and 10 from the 14. 6:29 to go in the first. Handoff to Young, but nothing doing. Blue Valley Southwest was able to get in. Hit Anderson and Young right at the point of the handoff. It looks like they might have been able to gain just about a yard. Pitch to Downey to the left side. Downey cuts it up. He's inside the 10, the 5, and Downey is in for a touchdown to make it 13-0. And just pitched it to Downey, and Downey got a nice block on the outside from point guard. Just cut it right up, and Downey goes untouched into the end zone to make this an early 13-0 ball game. Charlie Weinrich, his extra point is up, and it is good. So we've got a 14-0 ball game early on, about halfway through the first quarter here on 810varsity.com. Back here at Blue Valley High School, 5:50 to go. It's 14-0. Aquinas leads it over Blue Valley Southwest. And Aquinas is called for an encroachment penalty. So they'll bump it back 5 yards. So they will kick from the 35-yard line. Little Charlie Weinrich. 5'10", 191-pound sophomore. He takes over kicking duties from Joe O'Leary, who now is at the University of Kansas. Weinrich. Kick right down the middle. It's going to be caught at about the 6-yard line. Gets to the outside. Gets to about the 30-yard line. This Everard. Everard so far has been really the big name that we've called so far today. Haven't seen much of Austin Morrow. Only one target so far. He was a big key in Blue Valley Southwest, putting up 27 on Lansing last week. And again, Blue Valley Southwest comes into this one 0-1. They went to Lansing last week and lost in a pretty good one, 34-27 there. And then St. Thomas Aquinas was on this field this time last week, and they won 48-19. Speed option is going to be a pass. It's going to be incomplete. A lot of hand fighting there. Tomorrow. One thing with that play, just trying to get some trick play, trying to get some offense going so far. Blue Valley Southwest, this is their third possession. Only one first down so far. Trying to get some motion, but it looked like Morrow was kind of blocking Collins just a little bit, so I think they let Collins kind of get away with a little hand fighting. Curry under pressure, rolls to the right. He's just going to fling it. Going to fling it out of bounds. There's going to be intentional grounding on Curry. It'll be third down. Curry again. No one blocked on the edge. Peyton Reeves. And so Curry just rolled to his right, tried to fling it out, but they got called for intentional grounding, as there was nobody from Southwest in the area. It is a beautiful night here tonight. It was a beautiful day all day today, really. Now that the sun is behind the trees, sun's not beating down on us here in the box. 5:36 to go. Speed option. And tackled there by Collins. That was Drew Jennings, who was the leading rusher for Blue Valley Southwest last week. So Elias Carson will be back to return this one. Yeah, that's how where Blue Valley last week got in trouble. That punt almost sails over the head. Doesn't get blocked, though. That was a good punt for the situation that almost occurred. And Stallman, that kind of a lofter over his head. He was able to catch it with about a yard to spare and was able to get it off. And so Aquinas will begin this third possession at the 40-yard line of Blue Valley Southwest. And again, with Aquinas, you don't really want to give them this good a field position because it normally doesn't take them much time to march down and score a touchdown. So with 4:36 to go, Aquinas' third possession, trying to make this a 3-score game. Pitch to Young. Nice catch there by Young. Young stiff arms, but nothing doing. Also one. There is a flag on the play. This could possibly be a face mask on the Timberwolves, maybe. We will see from the official. And also an update with KU playing. KU staying in it with Boston College right now. It's 17-14 Boston College. There's a face mask. It's a 5-yard penalty, though. So it'll be 1st and 7. Man in motion is Tank Young. Pitch. Makes a man miss. He gets to the edge. Stutter steps. Stiff arm. And he's taken down. I think they're going to get Blue Valley Southwest for a horse collar. Mason Roselle with the tackle. And Young last week didn't get over 100 yards. He's well on pace to get over 100 yards tonight. So it'll be half the distance, so it looks like it's going to be taken to the 11-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. Charlie McCormick in the backfield, Young and Downey, 2 slot running backs. Downey in motion. Anderson throws it to Young. Young has it. Stutter steps low as his shoulder. And Tank Young is in for another touchdown. 3rd touchdown of the ball game. 2nd one, excuse me, for Tank Young. 1 on the ground and 1 in the air. And again, kind of mentioned it earlier. If Tank Young can add that to his arsenal, he's going to be very dangerous to stop. He was just a little bit of a flat route. He was able to catch it last year. Only had 3 receptions on the year total. Heinrich, extra point is up, and it is good. So we've got a 3-score ball game here at Blue Valley High School between Blue Valley Southwest and St. Thomas Aquinas. Aquinas leading this one 21-0 as you're watching high school football right here on 810varsity.com. Back here at Blue Valley High School. 3rd kickoff. Or 4th one, excuse me, as Blue Valley Southwest got the ball to start this game. 3:53 to go. St. Thomas Aquinas leads this one 21-0 so far. 1 first down for Blue Valley Southwest. Not a lot going. So Curry trying to get something going. Does have an interception tonight. Jennings is going to go in motion. Curry looking to throw underneath. And that's going to be caught.
Curry's pass complete to
Tristan Everard. Getting about a 4th catch there for Tristan Everard. And again, I think if you're Blue Valley Southwest, that's kind of what you need to do. Kind of do quick underneath routes. Make this Aquinas defense really try to guard you with 3.5 to go in the 1st quarter. Curry looking to throw out route to Everard. It's going to be close to a 1st down. I think just enough for a 1st down. So 1st down here for Curry. It's going to be a screen pass to Jennings. Stutter steps, makes a man miss. And gets out of bounds, and there's going to be a flag. Looks like it's going to be a late hit. Just kind of drug on Michael McNamara. Just kind of hung on and took him down. After a couple steps out of bounds, did Jennings go. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty, so that's a biggest play so far for Blue Valley Southwest. So this might get some sort of momentum going for Blue Valley Southwest. Has a couple of first downs and now a 15-yard penalty. With 3:09 to go here in the first quarter. Curry looking to throw. Steps up, finds his man, and it's going to be completed about the 32-yard line, 33-yard line, excuse me. Morrow just runs a slant route. Curry just hits him, and Blue Valley Southwest picking up the tempo a little bit. Curry looking to throw. Throws it deep. It's going to be incomplete. Austin Murrow. And there was a little bit of contact down there. The fans wanting a hold or a pass interference call, but nothing doing on that, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Curry getting a signal from the sideline. Jennings is going to line up on the left side. Curry looking to throw under pressure, steps up, makes a couple guys miss. And Curry's going to slide down. See where they mark him, just shy of the 24-yard line, or right at the 24-yard line. So they'll bring up 3rd and 6. So Curry again, pressure from the far side. Curry was just able to step up. First time you've seen Curry really try to step up. Last couple of times just tried to get it out and get rid of the football. So with 2.5 to go. 3rd and 6. And in motion is going to be caught. I don't think it's going to be any gains. Drew Jennings. Dejna Brooks. If you're Blue Valley Southwest, you might as well go for it. Down 21-0 here late in the first quarter. So 4th and 6. Looking deep, and it's going to be incomplete. So turnover on downs after the Blue Valley Southwest best drive. So with 2:18 to go, they're going to give the football right back to St. Thomas Aquinas. But Southwest was able to do a couple of nice things on that drive. Got helped with a 15-yard personal foul penalty. So Aquinas, this will be their worst starting field position. They've started either close or in Timberwolf territory. 1st and 10, Anderson under center. Gonna hand it off to Young, and there's nothing doing. So it'll bring up second and 9, got a gain of 1. Anderson pitches it out to Young. Young makes a man miss. Gonna get to the outside. Tank Young to the outside and pushed out of bounds. We'll see on the far side. We'll see where they mark him, just inside of Timberwolf territory. Looks like at the 48-yard line. And again, that's Tank Young. If you get him to the edge and you miss a tackle, he's gonna make you pay for it. So with 1:38 to go, Aquinas back into Blue Valley Southwest territory. See, we've seen a heavy dose of Tank Young after he only got 10 carries. The stats are a little misleading. He didn't touch the field in the second half of last week's game against Blue Valley. Anderson looking to throw. Nothing doing. Anderson's just going to try to get a couple yards. Looks like he might have got a gain of about 1. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Minute 31 to go. Downey in motion. They're going to pitch it to Downey. Downey gets a nice block. Makes a man miss. And Downey's going to get enough for a first down. Tom Downey looked like he was going to be tackled right at about the line of scrimmage. Made a couple of guys miss and picks up the first down to keep this drive moving for Aquinas. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Timberwolves' 36-yard line as we approach a minute to go in the first quarter. Downey in motion. Anderson looking to throw. Throwing deep. And it's going to be incomplete. There is a flag right at the line of scrimmage. And it is a holding call on Aquinas, so that'll bump him back to 2nd and 20, 2nd and 21 with a minute 4 to go in the quarter. Aquinas has scored on every drive of theirs so far. McCormick's going to get the call. McCormick tries to lower his shoulder. Gains about 4. So it'll be 2nd and 17. Anderson looking to throw, has Isaiah Gavin on the outside. Second catch of the evening for Isaiah Gavin. And Gavin's an impressive-looking receiver. Aquinas doesn't throw it much, but when they have so far this season, Isaiah Gavin's been a very sure-handed receiver for Aquinas. So to bring up 3rd and about 13. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. St. Thomas Aquinas leads this one over Blue Valley Southwest 21-0 as you're watching high school football right here on 810 Varsity. Back here at Blue Valley High School. Second quarter action here in week 2 in the state of Kansas. Anderson drops the ball. Tank Young somehow picked it up. Got a couple of yards. A lot of chaos going on with that play. Music stayed on. We saw it a couple times last week too. Anderson in the center exchange. Anderson himself, I think, put it on the floor, on the ground, 2 or 3 times. Anderson drops back, looking to throw. Sets up the screen beautifully. Spin move. Tank Young's going to keep his feet moving. And I think Young's going to be short. The Blue Valley Southwest holds with 11:21 to go in the second quarter. It was a decent design. It just looked like there might have been just one missed block, and Young couldn't keep his legs moving. Kept his legs moving for about 3 yards, just couldn't get that 4th yard. And Blue Valley Southwest on their last drive was able to get into Aquinas territory for the first time tonight. Got a little bit of momentum, but then turned the ball over on downs at just inside their 30-yard line. Aquinas' 30-yard line, excuse me. So far, we haven't seen Blue Valley Southwest try to attack Cordon Harris after his monster performance last week against Blue Valley. Deep pass to Jennings. It's caught. And Jennings inside the 20, the 10, the 5, and touchdown Jennings as the Timberwolves get on the board to make this only a 2-score possession game. 21-6. Jennings just outran the linebacker. And just went right up the seam for a touchdown. So some of the momentum starting to get back to Blue Valley Southwest, as last drive was able to get inside the Aquinas 30-yard line. Now scores a touchdown after holding Aquinas' offense to a turnover on downs. This extra point is up and good. So hold up. Got a little bit of a game here. 21-7. Aquinas leads Blue Valley Southwest here on 810varsity.com. Back here at Blue Valley High School, Blue Valley Southwest picking up a touchdown, trying to keep this game interesting here in week 2. So this kick going to be caught by Elias Carson. Carson stutter steps, and Carson's going to be hit and taken down. The crowd's alive for Blue Valley Southwest. The sideline's alive for Blue Valley Southwest. We'll see if St. Thomas Aquinas can't quiet them down just a bit.
First and 10 for the Saints. They're on 21-yard line.
.11:06 to go in the second quarter. Anderson hands it off, and Young is met, but Young able to spin out of a couple. Which looked like it was going to be about a loss of 1, maybe 2. I mean, it might have been one of the more impressive 2-yard gains that I've seen. .10:35 to go. Second and 8. In motion, they're going to hand it off to Tank Young. Young's got a nice hole. Cuts forwards, taken down just shy of the first down. I think it's going to be about a gain of 7.5. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Pitch to Young to the outside. Young's got a first down. Makes a man miss. Young and drives his feet all the way to midfield. And I think Aquinas is just pretty content with giving the football to Tank Young and letting him go to work. Again, Aquinas down inside the 40. A lot of action going on there, but I think Tom Downey gets the football. I think there was 2 fake handoffs. And now the refs are going to blow the whistle. It might be a flag or an injury. Possibly both. Due to the injury, we will step aside when we come back. We'll explain the penalty, and we will have first half action, here from Blue Valley High School. So the flag was a personal foul penalty on Aquinas. Wide open. I think it's Will Thompson. And that's going to be a first down. The penalty was a personal foul penalty on St. Thomas Aquinas. Made it 2nd and 19. Will Thompson, and now that play just happened. So first down here for Aquinas. Anderson pitches it to Charlie McCormick. McCormick makes a couple of men miss. Looks like about a gain of 11. So 9:08 to go here in the second quarter. And Aquinas driving yet again. Scored on their first 3 possessions. Turnover on downs in their last possession, trying to get back on the board with this one. Anderson pitched to Young. Young just follows his blockers, hurdles a man, and there goes Tank Young. And Young is in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, his 3rd total. So with 8:53 to go, it is 27 to 7. An update, Kansas now just took the lead. It is 21-17. Couldn't have scored 21 points last week, but Weinrich, extra point is up, and it is good. So it makes it 28-7 after Tank Young's 2nd rushing touchdown, his 3rd of the evening here from Blue Valley High School. It's 28-7. You're watching high school football right here on 810varsity.com. Welcome back here to Blue Valley High School. As Aquinas, Tank Young gets his third total touchdown tonight, second through on the ground. He's also had one through the air. So Blue Valley Southwest was able to score on their last possession. They have a little bit of momentum going on offense. They were able to drive down inside Aquinas' own 30-yard line, stalled out on the possession before, and then scored on a long pass play from Tanner Curry to Drew Jennings. So Blue Valley Southwest going to try to keep that momentum going here with 8:49 to go here in the second quarter. Trying to keep this a game here early on. Again, Blue Valley Southwest is 0-1 on the year. Aquinas 1-0 on the year. First and 10. Flare screen. Harris can't make the tackle, but again, Aquinas is there to swarm him. Again, that's kind of the strength of this defense, is just the athleticism and the speed from Aquinas. So trying to get on the edge. That advantage is most likely going to go to Aquinas. Going to bring up second and 10, so we approach 8 minutes to go in the half. Curry drops back, looking to throw, throws it deep. It's incomplete. Right through the hands of
Curry's pass incomplete.
I think it might be Murrow that they tried to throw to. Everard, maybe? Is that a fifth?
Pass intended for Tristan Everard.
Tristan Everard, 15. We do apologize for the numbers, dark numbers on a dark jersey, especially when it goes to the far side. It's kind of hard to see. Third and 10, 8:12 to go. Curry in the shotgun. Under pressure. Tries to get away, dives forward at the 35-yard line. Gain of 2, but it'll bring up 4th and 8. So it looks like Blue Valley Southwest is going to punt this one away.
Stopped by Bobby Pierce. Brings up 4th and 8 for Southwest, but they're on 35-yard line. Dominant Stallman in kick formation for Southwest. Elias Carson back deep for the Saints.
Elias Carson will be back. Drop the punt. And the punt's going to be a shank. And Aquinas clobbered the punter. And he's in pain. There's no flag. Because normally in that situation, if the punter's able to get it off, it should be a penalty. But we'll go ahead. We'll step aside. The punter is down. We'll go ahead and step aside. 7:23 left to go in the half. 28-7 Aquinas here from Blue Valley as you are watching high school football on 810varsity.com. First and 10 for Aquinas. Quite the scene here. As coach got called for an unsportsmanlike conduct. Young's going to get it. Young's on the edge. Young did he stay in? They say he stayed in. He's in for his 4th total touchdown tonight, his 3rd rushing. So again, that's exactly what Tank Young can do, get to the edge and just outrun everybody. So Young, in one play, has made this 34-7, excuse me. The extra point is up. A little low, a little wobbly, but it is good to make it 35-7 as you are watching high school football right here on 810varsity.com. Everard is going to be back to receive this kick. Caught at about the 2-yard line. Everard's going to come to the right seam. There's a hole. Stumbles and falls just across the 25. I think we're going to mark him at the 28-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. So 3 and out, last possession for Blue Valley Southwest after they scored on a long touchdown pass from Tanner Curry to Drew Jennings. As Aquinas was able to get a stop on their last possession. Seven 10 to go here before halftime. Curry throws it, but it's going to be bounced.
Curry's pass incomplete. Intended for Tommy Zimmerman.
So, yeah, it looked like it was Tommy Zimmerman over there. So to bring up 2nd and 10. Curry hands it off to Jennings. There's nowhere for Jennings to go.
Drew Jennings, the ball carrier.
No one blocked Caden Reeves. And Reeves was able to get into the backfield.
Stopped at the backfield by Antoine.
About a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13 for Southwest at the 24-yard line.
Curry, speed option, gets to Jennings. And there's nothing doing there with 6.5 to go.
Forced out of bounds by Dodsley Brooks.
No gain on the play. It brings up 4th and 13 for Southwest at the 24-yard line.
Timeout. Blue Valley Southwest. First timeout of the half.
Blue Valley Southwest will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them as you're watching high school football on 810varsity.com.
University of Kansas.
So 4th and 13. Looks like Elias Carson will be back to receive this punt. And it's going to be shanked. A little bit of confusion as the punt never reached the line of scrimmage. So Blue Valley Southwest could have ran that, but the officials blew it dead. There was a lot of confusion, seemed like, on the field. So 6:26 to go. And Aquinas only has to go 28 yards. 23 yards, excuse me. Anderson looking to throw. He's got Gavin wide open. And Gavin has his first touchdown of the game, his third reception of the game. And Aquinas has their 41st points of the game. So 6:22 left to go. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and that is also good. 6:22 to go. It's 42-7. Aquinas leads this one over Blue Valley Southwest here on 810varsity.com. Back here at Blue Valley High School, Blue Valley Southwest, and St. Thomas Aquinas. Aquinas getting their 6th touchdown of the evening, and still 6:22 left to go before halftime. That kick bounces. And it looks like it's going to be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 27, excuse me. Bring up 1st and 10 for Blue Valley Southwest.
Kickoff return by Ian Keelan. 1st and 10 Southwest at their own 27-yard line.
And with 5 seconds before halftime, KU takes the lead at Boston College, 28-24. Still mind-boggling to me that they score 7 against Coastal Carolina. So Curry under center. First time we've seen that here this evening. Going to hand it off to Jennings. Jennings trying to bounce it to the outside. Jennings makes a man miss. Gets about a gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 as we approach halfway through the second quarter.
Tackle made by Michael McNamara. Gain of 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8 from the 29-yard line.
They give him a gain of 2, it is 2nd and 8. Curry now back under center. Hands it off to the right side, nothing doing. I don't think that was Jennings.
Drew Jennings, the ball carrier.
Was Drew Jennings.
By Peyton Reeves. No gain on the play. They're down at 8 from the 29-yard line.
So no gain. It'll be 3rd and 8. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion from Blue Valley Southwest. Now Curry will be back in the shotgun. You would expect pass here with 3rd and 8. They're going to throw a pump fake, and Curry is sacked.
Curry brought down in the backfield by
Drew
Drew Ernsting.
Ernsting, 6 foot, 180-pound senior, there for the sack. So that'll bring up 4th and long. So we approach 4.5 to go here before halftime.
Drew Jennings in kick formation for Southwest. Elias Carson back deep for the Saints.
Elias Carson will stand at about midfield, about his own 48-yard line.
Timeout. Blue Valley Southwest.
So Blue Valley Southwest will take a timeout with 4:11 to go before halftime. We'll take it with them as you're watching high school football on 810varsity.com. Fourth and 13 for Blue Valley Southwest after the timeout. Snap is a little high. Punt is able to get away. And the ball is going to die at about Aquinas' own 46-yard line.
By Drew Jennings down to the 46.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard
Charlie McCormick now in the backfield. He might have seen the last of Tank Young for the evening, maybe. McCormick gets it. McCormick's got enough for a first down. He's inside Blue Valley Southwest's own 40-yard line. Taken down to the 39-yard line.
Tackled by Ian Keelan.
At halftime, we'll step aside, come back, give you some scores from around the area, step away, and then get ready for the second half. So that's what we have coming up here at halftime. Anderson keeps it. Anderson breaks the tackle, pitches it back to Downey. Downey gets inside the 20, take it down at about the 17-yard line. It's a good play by Blake Anderson. Even though he was across the line of scrimmage, you can always pitch it back. And Downey, smart play by Downey, and not just to take off after Anderson took off. Stayed behind him, was able to get the pitch, and got a nice 22-yard gain here with 3:38 left to go before halftime. Anderson, the ball is fumbled. And it's going to be recovered by Blue Valley Southwest. Looks like there was just miscommunication. It seemed like Charlie McCormick thought Anderson was going to keep it. Anderson thought McCormick was going to take it. And the ball ended up on the ground. If that's so far through about a week and a half, the big issue with Aquinas so far, they have put the ball on the ground quite a bit between the 2 weeks, both with quarterback center exchange, both with handoffs, what have you. So that's probably something that Aquinas, as we move forward, I know they're up 35 right now. It's probably something, at least on tape, they can watch and try to fix a little bit. Because again, on that, it just looked like McCormick and Anderson were just on two different paths and a little bit of miscommunication. So Curry will go under center, hands it off to Jennings to the left side, and nothing doing. As we approach 3 minutes to go. Last couple of drives, we've seen Curry go under center. Excuse me, that is not Curry. That is Caden Hacker, 6 foot, 155-pound sophomore in the game. So we might start seeing that here shortly. We're digging into some of the names you don't normally hear from. Under center, handoff. Nothing doing. Nothing doing for Drew Jennings. 2.5 minutes to go. Looks like Blue Valley Southwest kind of content to run the clock out. So new corners in the game, new safety in the game for St. Thomas Aquinas. Under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Handoff, right side. Trying to bounce back to the left side do believe it was Drew Jennings. And nothing doing. Bring up 4th and 5. And Blue Valley Southwest is going to punt this one away. Again, already mentioned it. It is halftime now in Massachusetts. It is 28-24 Kansas at halftime. So Drew Jennings will punt this one away here from Blue Valley High School. And Blue Valley Southwest will take their final timeout. So with 1:07 left to go, well, we'll go ahead. We'll keep it here. Halftime, again, like I mentioned, halftime. We'll step aside, come back, bring you some scores from around the area. And then we'll step aside some more and then go into the second half. And again, full slate of action, both on the Missouri and the Kansas side. Missouri's in week 3, Kansas is in week 2. Again, but I think you can make the assumption that St. Thomas Aquinas is going to be one of the better teams in the state of Kansas. Blue Valley Southwest again. Last year was 3-6. One of the 3 wins was Lansing at the beginning of the year. They lost to Lansing this year. Lost to them by a touchdown, 34-27. Punt is away. Good booming punt. And it's caught by Jack Minnis. Didn't call for a fair catch. Exactly 1 minute left to go here before halftime. So 1 minute left. Will Thompson in at quarterback. McCormick's in the backfield, man in motion. Pitch it to McCormick. McCormick stutter steps, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, stiff arms, and gets inside the 45-yard line. So taken down at about the 43-yard line was Charlie McCormick. And so far in this one, Isaiah Gavin's got a touchdown. Tom Downey's got a touchdown, and Tank Young has 4 of them, 3 on the ground, 1 through the air. 38 seconds to go. McCormick gets the pitch. McCormick makes a man miss. Gets upended near the first down. 20 seconds. It looks like Aquinas is pretty content with running this clock down. It looks like Aquinas is just going to go ahead and head to the locker room with 10 seconds remaining. As this one is at 42-7. As it has been all Aquinas. Aquinas was up 21-0. Blue Valley Southwest scored. And then now another 21 unanswered points from St. Thomas Aquinas. So here at halftime, we'll be back in a couple minutes, give some scores, and then step aside again, and then come back with second half action here in about, second half should start here in about 18 minutes. So you've been watching high school football, first half football here from Blue Valley High School, Blue Valley Southwest versus Aquinas here on 810varsity.com. Back here at Blue Valley High School, we've got about 12 minutes, 10 minutes on the clock. They'll put 3 up when the teams come back out. We've got about 12 minutes left. We'll go ahead and give you some scores from around the area. Blue Springs leads Lee Summit North 14-10. We'll start on the Missouri side, so I should have started with that. Lee Summit West is up 24-14 on Blue Springs South. Kind of the big matchup up north. Park Hill trailing Liberty North right now 14-0. So that would be a big win for Liberty North to get to 3-0. On the Missouri side, Liberty up on Truman 20-0. Park Hill South is up 14-0 on St. Joe Central. Fort Osage 13-0 over Belton. North Kansas City and Ruskin, it's 28-0 North Kansas City. The Battle of Raytown and Raytown South is 15-0 Raytown. Green Valley and Smithville is tied at 7. Platte County 21, Kearney 7. Loser of that one goes to 1-2. Blue Valley Northwest down in Harrisonville. They lead that one 14-6. Center is up on Oak Grove 21-10. Odessa up 41-0 on Holden. And Warrensburg is up 21-0 on Sedalia Smith Cotton. So heading over in the Battle of St. Joe, Lafayette and Benton. Lafayette is up 6-0 on Benton. And Ray Peck, kind of a little bit of a surprise. Ray Peck and Rockhurst. Ray Peck leading that one 6-3. Now on the Kansas side, games that were played last night that finished this afternoon. Gardner Edgerton defeated Olathe West 34-7. Blue Valley, kind of a surprising score. I think people expected this to be a good game. Blue Valley wins this one 34-7 over Blue Valley North. That was a game that got continued this afternoon. Lawrence beat Shawnee Mission East 30-7, and then Shawnee Mission Northwest beat Leavenworth 43-14. St. James Academy looking for 2 straight wins after only winning 2 games all of last year. 7-0. They lead that one over Mill Valley. Bishop Miege is up 27-14 on Blue Valley West. Free State and Olathe East, kind of a good matchup over in Olathe. 10-6 Free State over Olathe East. Olathe North is up 35-15. Olathe Northwest is up 14-13 on Olathe South. Shawnee Mission South trails Shawnee Mission West 21-0. DeSoto and Wyandotte 49-0 DeSoto. Piper's up on Baldwin 43-0. Tonganoxie and Lewisburg, kind of a matchup some people wanted to see happen. Tonganoxie's up 21-6. Spring Hill, who upset Lewisburg last week, up 29-0 on Ottawa. So those are the scores for you from halftime. We'll go ahead and step aside again. We'll be back in about 9 to 10 minutes with second half action here from Blue Valley High School.
Hello, this is Gannon Corley II coming to you live from Blue Valley High School. We have the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints up against the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. St. Thomas Aquinas up 42-7 here at the half. It was a barrage of touchdowns from Tyon Tank Young as we get the second half underway here. As Aquinas takes the ball, major hit, tackled up, brings the ball right up about the 22-yard line. This is where the Saints will take over here on first down. As I was saying before that kickoff, Tank Young had 13 carries, 141 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's just on the ground. He also added 2 catches for 18 yards and another score as the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints started off hot with a 21-0 lead to start the game. Southwest scored to make it 21-7, and then another additional 21-0 run for the Saints here. And that's how you get to 42-7. Saints take over on the 23-yard line. And it's a pitch that's going to go for about a gain of 3. That was number 7, Charlie McCormick. He had 5 rushes for 54 yards and a touchdown. Not a touchdown, but just 5 carries for 55 yards in that first half. Something that worked really well for the Saints is they were able to get outside and put a lot of pressure on that corner as he wasn't able to make the tackles when needed to for Southwest. Second down. That's going to go for about 4 yards. That's number 25. Jared James, the sophomore, he had a touchdown last week against Blue Valley. That was another big-time win for the Saints as they won that one 48-19 right here in this stadium. I think they're starting to get accustomed to playing here as they have a big lead here and won big last week as well. As you heard earlier, Blue Valley did have a bounce-back week as they were able to fend off Blue Valley North today with a big win 34-7. It's 3rd and 1, handoff to James. Has a big carry. He's at the 45, brought down about the 46-yard line. Talk about number 6, Mason Rozelle of the Timberwolves. Probably going to see a lot of that here in the second half. Just run and kill the clock, get some experience for guys who don't normally get in the game. And that's really how St. Thomas Aquinas builds their program. Get their young guys in after big leads like this, and they continue year after year after year to build these running backs and build this program up. It's first down ball on the 46. It's a pitch. As the corner makes a nice play, it's going to only go for about a gain of about 1. Alex Trites was the ball carrier on that play. The senior slot back. And that was a nice play there by the corner. It's something that the Timberwolves, again, weren't able to do a lot in the first half. That's what you saw. Tank Young was able to get outside over and over and over again, and that's led to his 3 rushing touchdowns. Another pitch to James. He's going to take it outside, and he's going to be close to a first down, probably about a gain of 8 or 9. And I believe they're going to mark him just short, so it's going to be third and short, about 3rd and 1. Let's see if the Timberwolves can get a stop, and that would be huge as they, you want to, when you're down like this, you want to get some type of momentum, bring something into next week. So if you can come out and get a stop and hopefully generate some offense, that's something that you can put on tape and, come back to and say, okay, at least we did this well. The ball is handed off to James. He's going to pick up the first down. Ran right up the gut there. Nice push by the St. Thomas Aquinas O-line. And to me, that's really been the story of the game. St. Thomas Aquinas O-line on both sides, or linemen on both sides of the ball, have just dominated this game. It's really kind of dictated how we've gotten to 42-7 here. Player in motion. He's going to pitch it out. He's got the edge. He's at the 35, wrapped up at about the 26-yard line. And there is a flag on the play. That was number 35, Colin Powell, the junior slot back. Holding on the Saints will bring a nice run back. Gonna mark it, bring it all the way back to the 46-yard line of St. Thomas Aquinas. Make it 1st and 22. Let's see if they can dig themselves out this hole. Another pitch. This one's to James. He's got some running rooms at the 50, at the 45. Tackled about the 42-yard line. Immediately gets right back up to where they started. So this is going to be about a 2nd and 10 now. And that's what you want on a 1st and long. Generate some offense, generate some yards, and it makes 2nd and possibly 3rd down not so hard. Saints under center. There's going to be another pitch to James. He's at the 40, has some running room. He gets to the 35, and he's brought down. Oh, he looks like he fumbled the ball. And they're going to say he was down. Saints will retain possession. It's going to be about a 3rd and short there. James looked like he had to possibly hop over a guy, and I think that's what caused the fumble. Wasn't taking care of the ball as he was worrying about the defender. But the Saints are able to recover. Third and 2 with James in the backfield. Saints will hand it off to him. He's on the right side, has a block, and gets to the 28-yard line, picks up the 1st down yet again. As this Saints offense continues to roll and roll. They've already knocked off about 5 minutes here in this 3rd quarter, just 7:04 remaining. Injury timeout here as a Timberwolf has to be attended to. He's going to jog off on his own power. It's also worth mentioning Will Thompson, the senior quarterback, is in. He's replacing number 10, Blake Anderson. 1st and 10 for the Saints on the 28-yard line here of the Timberwolves. 6:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's another handoff to James. Jared James up the middle. Still on his feet, and he's all the way to the 10-yard line. He broke a few tackles as the Timberwolves were doing some arm tackling and couldn't bring him down. And it's going to be 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to mark him just short of the 10, so it will be 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line, actually. Excuse me. Thompson's barking orders to his line. And it's James Jarrett again. He has some running room. He's going to sneak into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Saints. The sophomore running back has his 2nd touchdown on the season. And that's going to make it 48-7 here as James Jarrett from 11 yards out puts another 6 on the board for the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. And that's just been the story here today. Run after run after run, and the Timberwolves unfortunately haven't been able to stop it so far. Charlie Renrich's kick is up, and it is good. Gives a 49-7 lead here at Blue Valley High School. St. Thomas Aquinas leads the Timberwolves. You are watching high school football here on A10varsity.com. And we are back here at Blue Valley High School with the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints leading 49-7 here as they took the first drive of the second half straight down the Timberwolves' throats, and they've put another 7 on the board. Here's our kickoff. Takes an awkward bounce. It's going to be picked up, has some running room. Has a major block. He's at the 40, at the 50, and he's going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line. A major return by the Timberwolves by number 14, Cal Kilgore. And there's some momentum that the Timberwolves can use to bring into this second half. As you want to put something on tape here, something to fall back on. Maybe that's exactly the spark that they needed. Going back to that drive there by the Saints, James Jarrett did not have a single carry in the first half. He now has 9 carries for 83 yards and a touchdown. So they fell on the back of the sophomore running back as he picked up his second touchdown of the season. As their youth is putting in some work here in the first 2 weeks of the season. So we'll start with a run up the middle, not gaining too many yards here as the Saints collapse. Caden Hacker is actually in at quarterback now. He's replacing Tanner Curry, the junior quarterback. Caden Hacker is a sophomore at 6 foot 155. Wonder what he can do here. Maybe possibly give the Timberwolves a new spark. 2nd and 9. Ball on the Aquinas 42-yard line. Hacker takes the snap under center. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to be brought down. Number 37, Trey Duckworth was the ball carrier, the sophomore. It's going to remain. That last play went for no gain, so it's going to remain. It's going to be 3rd and 9 here. Timberwolves really taking the air out of the ball, just kind of almost running exactly what Aquinas is doing, getting in with 2 wing backs now and just kind of running the ball, trying to generate any type of yardage here, but just kind of killing the clock. We're already down to 4 minutes here in the third quarter. 49-7, St. Thomas Aquinas. Hacker's under center yet again. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to fire, and it's incomplete, too high for his receiver. Wasn't quite ready for the ball. He's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking for Drew Jennings as running back. Fourth and 10 here. Let's see what the Timberwolves decide to do. Looks like the offense will stay on the field, so they intend to go for it. Hacker's going to be in the, well, looks like he's going to line up in the pistol. It's kind of in that no man's land. He will go under center now. 2 backs in the backfield for the Timberwolves. Hacker steps back to pass. Has some time. He's gonna throw the ball, and it's gonna be dropped. Had a man wide open for a 1st down. It's gonna be incomplete, and the Saints will take over on downs here. The pass was intended for. Excuse me. It's hard to see some of these numbers with the dark jerseys and the dark numbers on the Timberwolves here. That was number 81, Ben Wilbur. Saints take over on downs. They will be on their own 41-yard line. And I believe we have a new quarterback in for the Saints. Thomas Mansky is in now, the junior. So 3 different quarterbacks have now entered the game for the Saints. 1st and 10. It's going to be a pitch. Number 33 is going to gain some yardage here, about 6 yards. That was number 33, William Lang, the junior running back. We've now seen about the 4th or 5th running back get into the game for St. Thomas Aquinas. Plenty of game film for all players involved here for the Saints now. Really for both teams, as they've kind of emptied the depth chart and getting some guys in some experience. A late player runs onto the field here for the Timberwolves as it's 2nd and 5. I know the handoff to Lang, and it's only going to be, looks like about a gain of 2 here. Good penetration by the Timberwolves defensive line. Something they've been looking for all game is that the Saints have really controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides, which really dictated how this game has gone. The Saints running game has pretty much got everything it's wanted so far. 3rd and 3. Another pitch to Lang. He's going to run on the right side. He's going to pick up the first down, get a little bit more. Brings the ball to the 46-yard line, first down for the Saints. Some wild activity going on over on the St. Thomas Aquinas stands there. The student section really got into it for that first down. 1st and 10 on the 46. As they're doing it again. Back to Lang. He's on the 40-yard line. Still going, and he's going to be tripped up at about the 36-yard line there. As we're getting ready to wind down here close to the 4th quarter, it's already under 30 seconds here. Saints lead at 49-7. It's going to bring up, that was a gain of 7. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 3. Another late player. Oh, he's going to come back now. The Timberwolves were looking to sub, but looks like they already have 11 on the field. This will more than likely be the last play here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff back to Lang. And breaks a tackle, gets to the 29-yard line. Nice run there. Picks up the first down, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Here at Blue Valley High School, the Saints lead at 49-7. You're watching high school football on Varsity 810 varsity.com. All right, it's the start of the 4th quarter here at Blue Valley High School. The Saints lead at 49-7. As we are getting ready to start the 4th here. Ball on the 30-yard line of the Timberwolves. The Saints threatening yet again. Number 11, Thomas Mansky in. They give the ball to the running back of William Lang as he takes 2 defenders with him as he gets it to a gain of about 9 here. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 1. Nice run there. Both teams getting a lot of experience for some younger players and some guys who don't normally get in. So far, I've been really impressed with William Lang. He's gotten in the junior tailback. Gotten in and he's pretty much put the offense on his back. He's gotten every carry so far since he's been in. This time, number 35 will get the ball. He's got the outside. The corner is nowhere to be found. And it's going to be a touchdown for St. Thomas Aquinas. Colin Powell gets the ball. The junior slot punches it in, and the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints have added on another 6, making it 55-7. Took just 2 plays here in the 4th quarter, and the Saints add on to their lead. That running game is something fierce here, I'm telling you. Just 2 weeks in, they had 48 last week, and already 56 as the extra point is up and good. And they are a force to be reckoned with. We will take a break here from Blue Valley High School. The Saints lead at 56-7. You're watching high school football on A10varsity.com. Fourth quarter action here from Blue Valley High School. The St. Thomas Aquinas Saints lead at 56-7, excuse me. As we get ready for a kickoff here, Colin Powell punched it in from about 20 yards out. The kick is underway. This will be taken on the 1 yard line. He's got a seam and quickly brought down at the 25-yard line. Looked promising at first, had a hole, quickly collapsed there. Southwest will take over on their own 25-yard line. Hopefully they can put something together, get this offense going. Haven't seen much other than a big touchdown pass from Tanner Curry over to his tailback, Drew Jennings. That pass went for about 75 to 80 yards. Other than that one play, there hasn't been much to be pleased with here from Blue Valley Southwest. The backup quarterback, Caden Hacker, has entered the game here in the second half. He's going to take over for his third drive of the half. Hacker will come in shotgun. Hacker's going to take the snap. Quick throw, and the receiver's looking to block there. Some miscommunication. The pass falls incomplete. Looked to be a receiver screen and just fell to the ground because no one was there. Both receivers went out to block. We've seen a few of these passes, a majority of them coming in the first half, where they try to get that quick screen out there. Just hasn't gone quite to plan here, as the Timberwolves need to look for a better go-to play here, as that receiver screen just has not gone in their favor today. About the fourth or fifth time we've seen it, and it hasn't been completed. 2nd and 10 on the 25. Hacker in shotgun takes the snap. He's going to fire it over to his receiver, who drops the ball. Looking for a quick curl. It's incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. He was looking for number 81, Ben Wilbur. I believe that's 81. Excuse me. It is very hard to see with these jerseys. Third and 10 here as Hacker awaits the call. Offense gets set now. He's going to stay in shotgun. One running back in the backfield. Hacker's going to take the snap. Bobbles it just a little bit. Another receiver screen. Has the ball completed and is going to go for a gain of about 4 here. Quickly wrapped up by a number of St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. Is going to bring up 4th down. And the Timberwolves will bring out the punting unit here, which has also had its struggles here. We saw the punter actually, I think he was put out of the game. He has not returned since he got hit earlier in the game by a number of Saints, and we have not seen him return since. He had to be helped off by a number of coaches and training staff members earlier. I'm hoping he's okay. I do not see him on the sideline currently. This is Drew Jennings in the back for the starting running back for the Timberwolves, who'll take the snap. He's going to punt it with his left foot. Ball bounces about the 50-yard line, takes a friendly roll of the Saints, goes out at about the 47-yard line. It's going to go for about 18 yards. The Saints will take over in Timberwolf territory. We will take a break here from Blue Valley High School. It's 56-7. St. Thomas Aquinas up over the Timberwolves. You're listening to high school football on A10varsity.com. All right, return to fourth quarter action here. Saints with the ball. He's going to pitch it to number 5. This is Mason Ross. Breaks one tackle, breaks a second tackle, gets all the way down to the 31-yard line of the Timberwolves, and it's a first down. I believe that was Ross's first carry of the game, and it goes for about 15 or 16. Yet another running back's able to come in for the Saints and have some success here, as we've seen it over and over and over again here today. Mansky still in at quarterback. He's under center. Player in motion. Going to pitch it out. Number 26, Jacob Bittner, who's wrapped up in the backfield. There's going to be a loss of about 3. Nice job from the Timberwolves defense. There are 2 guys there to stop the run on the outside. Going to bring up a 2nd and 13. Great play there to get out there, not let the guy get outside of you. Something the Timberwolves have not done a great job of here today. And it results in a 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12. One receiver lined up towards the homestand. 3 in the backfield. It's a pitch out to number 5 yet again. Mason Ross has a big run all the way down to the 20-yard line. Nice, great blocking here on the right side. And I believe he will pick up the... Oh, they're holding the chains. And still no word here. And I believe they're going to give it to him. Chains haven't moved yet. Yep, 1st and 10 for the Saints. Nice carry there by Mason Ross. That's something I've really noticed here from multiple St. Thomas Aquinas Saint running backs here. They're able to break that first tackle. Then once they get through that first defender, they pick up about an additional 3 to 4 yards. As the snap's a little delayed, Ross has the ball again. Outside, he's at the 10, he's at the 5. Dives for the pylon. They're going to call him out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. Ross was able to get the pitch and get outside. Picked up a gain of about 16 or 17, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Saints. The running game of St. Thomas Aquinas continues and continues no matter who they put in here. This is Ross's drive here as it started off with James Jarrett, went over to William Lang, and now we see here number 5, Mason Ross, this senior running back getting his chance. Ross will get the carry again, and he will spin into the end zone for another touchdown as the Saints put on another touchdown run. This will make it 62-7 right now, pending the extra point. And so we can go ahead and call that the Mason Ross drive there, as he got every single carry on that drive. Ball started about the 41-yard line of the Timberwolves, and in 4 short plays here, we have a touchdown. 14, Charlie Winrich lines up for the extra point. A late Saint comes on. The extra point is up, and it's blocked! Nice job by the defensive team of the Timberwolves there to get a hand on it. And the score will remain 62-7 here at Blue Valley High School. The St. Thomas Aquinas Saints up huge here in the 4th quarter. And you're watching high school football on A10varsity.com. Welcome back to Blue Valley High School here. It's 62-7 in favor of the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints over the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. 4:43 remaining here in the ball game. The Saints have dominated this from start to finish. Started off with a 21-0 lead. The Timberwolves then looked like it was going to make it a game as it was 21-7. Then to end that first half, the Saints went on a 21-0 run to end that one. And here we have it 62-7 as the kickoff is underway. Fielded at the 5-yard line. Picks up a few key blocks. He's at the 20 to the 25, and he's going to be down at about the 26-yard line here, and that's where the Timberwolves will take over. On that last previous drive, that was what I'm calling the Mason Ross drive here for the Saints. He had 4 carries for 49 yards and was able to punch it into the end zone. We've seen James Jarrett get the ball, William Lang, and then Mason Ross was able to take over that last drive as yet another St. Thomas Aquinas Saint was able to reach the end zone all through the ground. Let's see what the Timberwolves have in store with just a few minutes remaining here as we have a running clock, so we're now under 4 minutes to go. Caden Hacker returns to the field. He will be in shotgun. 4 wide, 1 running back in the backfield. 1st and 10. Hacker gets the call. He's going to take the snap. Screen pass out to his receiver. The ball is going to fall short of a really low pass there as it falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. As impressive as the Saints have been on offense, you got to give credit to their defense as well. They've kind of just sat back, let the Timberwolves, run their bread and butter, and they've taken it away. Really, they've loved that little screen pass. It hasn't really gone according to plan, and when they have caught the ball, the Saints have swarmed and it's gone for a minimal gain. So the Saints defense really making their mark here as well as the offense. Hacker takes the snap. He's going to throw another screen pass. It's caught and quickly wrapped up and pushed out of bounds. It was caught by number 81, Ben Wilbur again. That went for a gain of about 4 here. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 down. William Lang with the defensive stop, doing it on offense and defense here as he had some nice running earlier. Had 6 carries for 38 yards here in the second half. 2:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. St. Thomas Aquinas with 2 dominating performances here in the first 2 weeks as they beat Blue Valley High School right here on this field 48-19 last week, and they currently lead 62-7. Hacker's going to take the snap. He's going to fire out another screen. It's caught. And he's going to be brought down. Looks like for a gain of about 3 or 4. It's going to be 4th and short. Able to get that ball over there. It was a nice pass by Hacker, caught by the receiver. Hard to see the numbers. I can't see on that far side, but something that they've been clearly wanting to get at, getting that receiver screen going. Brings up a 4th and 3. And St. Thomas Aquinas, their cheering section is really starting to feel this victory coming now. They're kind of chanting over at the Timberwolves crowd. A little bit over a minute remaining here on 4th down. Looks like the Timberwolves are going to run the clock down here as they're just going to kind of let the clock run out. And we have a whistle. And so a delay of game on the Timberwolf offense, and here comes the punt unit. So they elected not to try to go for it. It was 4th and short. It was just 4th and 3. If you ask me, I would have tried to go for it, try to see what you have on offense here from the young pups, but they instead elect to run the clock out here and put their punt unit out. 25 seconds remaining here, and I'm not entirely confident that we will actually even get a playoff. As we're on a running clock, so a delay of game, it kind of just we run the clock out. Yeah, I think that's the Timberwolves plan here as they start to make their way toward the 50-yard line. And that will conclude the end of our game as St. Thomas Aquinas will win this one 62-7. Dominating performance from start to finish. Great job on offense and defense here as Aquinas will now go to 2-0 on the season. Blue Valley Southwest will fall to 0-2 as they had a close loss last week to Lansing, losing that, going 27-34. And this one is 62-7 in favor of the Saints. I know the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints will be happy to play on their own home field next week as they have the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies as they fell to 0-2 tonight, actually, finishing their game up with the Blue Valley Tigers. And they fell in that one 34-7. A great running game today from the Saints. They put a number of running backs in the game, and, you know, it was hard to, outside of the number change, it was kind of hard to see any difference. Anybody they kind of put back there, they had success, and here in the second half, each running back kind of took over their own drive. They put one in, he got the ball pretty much every play of the drive, and every single drive ended in a touchdown. Not a single punt here tonight from the Saints, as every drive, offensive drive resulted in a touchdown. Dominating performance here. And again, our final is 62-7 in favor of the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints over the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves here at Blue Valley High School. We're going to take a quick break. You are watching high school football on A10varsity.com. All right, thank you for still sticking with us. It's 62-7 is our final here at Blue Valley High School. Blue Valley Southwest will take on the Tigers of Blue Valley right back here in this very stadium next Friday. The Tigers, I believe the Southwest Timberwolves will be considered the home team here as they both share this stadium. So Blue Valley will have to move over to the other side. Something I had to do when I attended Blue Valley High. Had to go on my away side once or twice. Not the most fun thing, but when you share a stadium, that tends to happen. The Aquinas football players going to celebrate with their fans here is at a big win. Very impressed. This has got to be one of the best teams in the city, if not the state. They were the 5A state champs just a season ago, so clearly looking to repeat and clearly on the right track here. Led by their star tailback, Tyrone Tank Young, Once again, our final is 62-7. I want to thank you for watching with us as the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints put on a clinic here from start to finish. They improved to 2-0, and Southwest will be 0-2 as they have a date with the Tigers of Blue Valley next week. Once again, the Aquinas Saints will be playing the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies at Aquinas. Thank you for watching. This was high school football at A10varsity.com. I'm Gannon Cornley.